Hello and welcome to Solid Link episode 5. Today we've got some interesting stuff for you, articles, market recap, and of course, as usual, a little bit of an educational exercise on blockchain and cryptocurrencies. This is BM. It's the 21st of September. And we're talking blockchain and cryptocurrencies on Solid Link. Let's get this show started. First up, we're gonna talk about proof of work. Proof of work is a concept that was introduced by Bitcoin way back when, 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. Essentially, it's a piece of data which is difficult, costly and time consuming to produce, but easy for others to verify, and which satisfies certain requirements. Producing proof of work can be a random process with low probability, so that a lot of trial and error is required on average before a valid proof of work is generated. Bitcoin uses Hashcash proof of work system, and Bitcoin's design of proof of work is basically 10 minutes to solve the block, and it adjusts the difficulty of the problem to try and maintain the status quo. So should the problem get easily solved by too many miners being on the network, then the difficulty increases. If the problem is too hard to solve, where the average is now over 10 minutes, then the difficulty decreases, and constantly it's trying to average that 10 minutes per block on the Bitcoin network. For further reading, visit bitcoin.it and read up on the proof of work. This is a screenshot from there. Moving forward, we've got some interesting drama brewing on the Ethereum space. Yes, you read it right. Ethereum might be getting Ethereum Cash. I'm like, really? Another fork? What the hell? So it looks like there's some group on the Ethereum network that is opposing the upcoming Metropolis upgrade, and essentially they're proposing a hard fork that they're gonna call Ethereum Cash. Could they have not come up with a better name? I don't know. I think Bitcoin Cash was a good name versus Ethereum Classic, but Ethereum Cash, come on guys, this is like copying a copy already. Oops, that's what they're doing. Yeah, there's gonna be 3 versions of Ethereum. I'm not too sure where I am on this one, but I'm kind of torn. I don't see it as a necessity, but we'll see how this plays out. The Merkel has an interesting article on this, and basically these people are opposing the delay in implementing proof of stake, and also the reduction from 5 Ethereum to 3 Ethereum. So it looks like someone's always unhappy about something on the network out there, and yeah, guess what they do? Fork the blockchain. Oh man, when is this gonna stop? Anyway, it'll be interesting to see if this Ethereum Cash takes off, but looking at current status with the greed that is out there, I reckon it's gonna be worth something. Will it be worth more than Ethereum Classic? Probably not, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this take off. What's also interesting is there'll also be a 10% pre-mine inflation, which will represent 1% of total supply, and I don't understand what the pre-mine is for. Anyway, we will see how this plays out as the upgrades come closer to time. We'll keep an eye on this one for you and keep you updated. Ethereum Cash, here we come. So while on the subject of forking, there is also something interesting going down in the Bitcoin space. Yep, Bitcoin software walls are heating up as the hard fork approaches. Seems the New York agreement is in tatters, and the guys are torn up, or they've torn up the agreement, and they're also torn up on which way to progress with the Bitcoin network. And this is interesting because the guys are not seeing eye to eye. Some want Segwit 2x, some don't. I don't know what the hell they want. But as you can see, there's several thousands of angry subscribers who don't want to be dictated to about what to do. So the plan remains though to implement Segwit 2x for November. And I wonder if we're gonna get another fork. So now we're gonna have 3 versions of Bitcoin versus 3 versions of Ethereum. Oh my goodness, when will this stop? Anyway, Segwit currently has 93% support, so looks good for implementation, but I wouldn't rule out a fork as the time nears. We'll also again keep an eye on this one, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Moving ahead, it seems South Korea is now the center of the Bitcoin universe due to China's ban on exchanges. So all the movement has shifted to South Korea, and South Korea has now overtaken China as the #1 Bitcoin trading country. It's gonna be interesting to see whether the South Korean government just stands by and watch this continue, or do they take some action? Do they legalize it, or do they ban it? I don't know where I sit with this one, but yeah, we will see. The largest exchanges in South Korea have processed more transactions than Bitfinex and Bittrex, so yep, definitely things are heating up in the Korean market, but we're really not seeing that result in any price increases of late. So yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath on any spikes in the near future. Moving on to Malaysia legalizing Bitcoin. Okay, that sounds like positive news to me. Indeed, in the wake of the recent and painful Chinese cryptocurrency lockdown, other countries are actually beginning to embrace Bitcoin. So a recent statement by Malaysian bank governor, I won't try to read his name, at the Global Symposium on Developing Financial Institutions would indicate that Malaysia may be the next to open its doors to Bitcoin. So this is a quote from his statement: "We hope to come out with guidelines on cryptocurrencies before the end of the year." Okay, that leaves us with about 3 months, so we'll see whether he's also gonna fork or not. Anyway, we will see. Moving on. This was an interesting article by the German Central Bank. Is consumers won't use blockchain for payments. That is a very broad and naive statement, if I do say so myself, because essentially he is ruling out any distributed ledger technology. Essentially they're saying not Ethereum, not Bitcoin, not Dash, IOTA, anything, consumers won't use it. I mean, like, really, he doesn't even know what's gonna come out of the blockchain space. If you look at what's come out in the last 2 years versus the first 5 years, it's been incredible stuff. Nobody knows where the blockchain will take us, and this is really naive, and I'm of the opinion that they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Anyway, we'll leave them be, then leave them in the past. So in a nice quote from the paper that the researchers at the Bundesbank wrote, the Bundesbank experts, I wonder what they're experts on, clearly not on the blockchain, see little prospect of the distributed ledger technology being used for widespread in the field of individual and retail payments, given the current retail payment state of the art technology. Okay, maybe it's pretty good, but I wouldn't call it state of the art. Anyway, on to the market recap, and let's see how things looks today. Ooh, I see red. I see red. Yep, it seems the fire that got Bitcoin back up to around 4,000 is dying slowly as the Chinese are not backing down and everything is red. Besides Tether, which is always fluctuating between 99 cents and 1.01, which I don't understand anyway why that happens. But yeah, besides that, everything is red. Tough times in the crypto world? I think not. If you look at the current values versus where we were at the beginning of the year, only the greedy would say we are currently experiencing tough times. I think we're in a good space, and right now my suggestion or my strategy is just to hold. Whether you will hold or sell is your own thing, and of course I'm not giving investment advice. I'm no financial advisor. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. You make your own decisions. Let's have a look at the recent trend and just see if there's anything looking good. Well, Dash is about the best gainer of the last 7 days and looking healthy. But besides that, nothing really is jumping out at me. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough couple of months, and with all this Fox going around, I wouldn't put it past a tough 6 months at the very least. This is BM for Solid Link, and you were listening to episode 5. All the best on your crypto and blockchain experiences. Peace.